What is going on, guys? The Inside the Blue podcast, and today breaking down the New York Rangers' unfortunate loss in Game 5. Rangers now down 3-2 in the series. They could not get it done on home ice, and they haven't been able to in their recent memory of Game 5s. 0-7 now in that type of situation. They haven't been able to get it done, and I saw the stat reading Twitter during the game, and I didn't want to think about it. I thought maybe they could get it done and break that little curse in Game 5, but nope. Florida gets it done. The goal scorers, of course, Gustav Forsling again. Sam Bennett gets one, and Anton Lundell scores his first of the series. For the New York Rangers, Chris Kreider gets his first of the series, and the red-hot Alexis Lafreniere taps one home for his I believe it's his fourth goal of the series, I think. I want to think it's his fourth goal of the series, but I don't know because the guy just keeps on scoring. Alexis Lafreniere, he's been great in the playoffs, and I really need him to keep playing well and the Stars to show up. Say what you want about how the Stars showed up, how Mika had 2 points and Kreider had a shorthander. You didn't win the game. You didn't win the game, and that's just what I look at this game. Is you didn't win the game. No matter even that, Panarin couldn't score, and Kreider did, and Mika did. Mika had points. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter because if the Rangers Stars can't get it done, they're not going to get past Florida. That is the simple answer. And you're going to have to win a game 6 on the road, and you're going to have to win a game 7 at home ice. But you have to win game 6 first, and that's the focus now, is to go into their house and win a game. I mean, you won a game 6 on the road in Carolina. Maybe it happens again, but I know Ranger fans are starting to not have that belief that they're going to be able to get it done because Florida has been overwhelming as a team. They're a really good hockey team. They're a really good team in all aspects. And I mean, this is the Florida team that you were going to play. A team that just doesn't stop playing and continues to put pressure on them, even when Florida's winning. It sucks because you couldn't get the tying goal, and Sam Bennett scored an empty netter goal, which kind of stunk. I mean, empty netter goals stink, but then Lafreniere scored 49 seconds left, and then 23 seconds, Nico Mikkola just pins himself to the boards, and Florida wins that game. So, not an overtime game. Of course, previously to Game 5, the last 3 games went to overtime, Rangers winning 2 of them. But now you got to focus on winning the next 2. The best of 3 series. Florida takes the first one and now the Rangers have to take 2. I mean, Shesterkin was great again. That's no surprise, and I think he is probably the most frustrated in the room because he played a really good freaking game again, and he played good in the overtime games when Reinhart scored, and even when the Rangers won. And the series is really dictating how many goals Shesterkin lets in, but those goals that he lets up, I can't really say are his fault, man. I mean, a defensive breakdown that leads to Gustav Forsling, a defenseman, not even a forward, get behind your defense, and he gets a backhander and it goes into the net. The Lundell goal is off a rush, and then Sam Bennett, the empty netter. So to blame Igor at all for any Ranger fan, I haven't seen anything out there, but for any Ranger fan to blame Shesterkin or blame Laviolette for pulling the goalie, Igor knew he was going to get pulled because the team needed a goal, and they had to pull him to put on Lafreniere, and Lafreniere scores. Wow, coincidence. Mika Zibanejad gets to the net, and they score. But another great third period from Florida. Rangers come up short. Game 6 is do or die. at their building. I guess for a recap to break down all the goals. So the Rangers start off hot, right? Expected. Rangers are going to start off hot in the game, and they do their job. They get the first goal, which I always love to see because I don't know how good of a team this is coming back from behind, unlike Carolina. The Rangers were able to do it in Carolina in Game 6 when Chris Kreider decided to score a natural hat trick in the third period alone. Only Mark Messier and Wayne Gretzky have done that as New York Rangers. But to see Chris Kreider score is obviously awesome. And for him to finally show up in the series, awesome. Mika Zibanejad gets a point, awesome. But like I said, you could be happy about that, but I don't think it's a happiness like, hooray! It's more like, thank goodness you finally decided to show up. That's at least how I view it. Because this team needed Artemi Panarin, Mika Zibanejad, and Chris Kreider to show up. Chris Kreider and Mika Zibanejad show up in Game 6. Artemi Panarin is still missing. Or Game 5, sorry. Both of them show up in Game 5. Where's Artemi Panarin? Where's the 100-plus point, 49 goal scorer? Where's that guy? Now, I know playoffs and regular season are two different things, and the Rangers play all these different type of teams, and they don't play Florida for 82 games. I totally understand that. But as a player, and as a player that has to be relied on, you have to be better. If Lafreniere and Trocheck are putting up points and scoring goals, then why can't you? The power play hasn't gotten going. Yes, Artemi Panarin is getting locked down, but elite players find ways to create open space. Look at Alexander Barkov. He uses his size and gets to the net and scores goals, or he sets up players. And that's what I need Chris Kreider to do. If this is a big, bad, bully series, I need Chris Kreider to use his size to his advantage and score. The problem with the Rangers that I've seen is their shots are from the outside, off the boards, perimeter shots. Sergei Bobrovsky sees it all day long. You look at the goals that the Rangers scored in this game. A breakaway from Chris Kreider off his nifty move, forehand, backhand, and then Lafreniere tapping. I haven't seen them snipe Bob really, except for Trocheck and obviously Lafreniere. But I need to see goals, and especially on the power play. Once again, Rangers up 1-0. They get an immediate power play opportunity. Nothing. You have to capitalize. I said in this series that when Florida takes penalties, you have to make them pay. And I think if the Rangers started this series out with the power play being super red hot, it's a completely different series. But Florida has been locking down their power play and not giving them much shots. I think they're getting traffic, but just block shots in the open ice. Perimeter shots. It's just going right into the glove of Bobrovsky. So I mean, that's a props to Florida, obviously. But I think for something to change for Game 6 in a do-or-die matchup, is to put Alexis Lafreniere on the top unit and take somebody off. I don't know who it's going to be. Obviously, it's not going to be Fox. Obviously, it's not going to be Panarin. Maybe Zibanejad? I don't know. I really don't know. And I know I'm getting crazy. People are going to call me crazy for that. But Lafreniere has been scoring. Mika Zibanejad is not. You got to find a way to change something. Put Lafreniere on the unit. Keep Kreider, keep Trocheck, keep Fox and Panarin, and there's your 5-man unit. You can't wait until Game 6 to make an adjustment to that power play. That has been putrid. It's been bad. So I think the Rangers need to find a way to change something. And I think for the lineup, I'd be shocked if Matt Rempe plays. The guy played 2 minutes and 52 seconds in the entire game. So to keep him in the lineup, it's tough. It's tough to see that. I don't think that is the solution to Game 6 en route to get a victory. I don't know who you replace him with. I don't know if it's Johnny Brzezinski. I don't know if it's Blake Wheeler, but things aren't working. And it's tough to make a ton of adjustments for one game, but I don't see what Matt Rempe really brings. He brings 4 to 5, maybe 6 minutes of ice time, and that's it. And maybe a few hits, but that's really it. I mean, he's really just a big body out there. And I don't think the Rangers have been losing physically. I think they've been losing from goal scoring and power plays and all that. But I think if I had to see some players that I would like to see, maybe Blake Wheeler back in the lineup, man, I would really love Zach Jones to get some time, but I just don't see it. I think the top 6 for defense is really solidified. I think keep the same pairings with Schneider and Miller, Fox and Lindy, and then Troops and Gustafson. Gustafson takes a horrific penalty that could have been a 5-on-3, but he does a little bit extra to Nico Mikkola and costs them a 5-on-3 opportunity. And I mean, that's another difference in the game. If you don't take that 5-on-3 penalty, maybe Mika scores. Maybe Kreider puts in his second of the game. So, I mean, the extra activity from Gustafson cost you there because a 5-on-3 power play is a 5-on-3 power play. Whether your power play has been hot or it's been ice cold, a 5-on-3 power play is tough to defend against, especially against one of the hotter power plays that was a hot power play. But Game 6 need a dominant victory. They need to get into Sunrise, Florida, and prove to themselves that they still have some sort of urge and tenacity and urgency and everything to win this game. They can solve Bob. It's not like the guy, it's been game 1. Game 1, they shut him out. Game 2, game 3, game 4, game 5, they put up at least a goal. Now, for the Rangers, I would like to just see an effort from the top 6 and from the star players that I can accept with. Now, game 5, I thought the Stars played better. Panarin 4 shots on goal. Wasn't the prettiest of 4 shots, but it got there. Zibanejad 2 points, Kreider a goal. Artemi Panarin is going to receive Mitch Marner treatment if he doesn't play well in this playoffs. He's got 3 points in the series. Yeah, all assists, but we need goals. You need goals. And I feel like anytime, at least in the regular season, I know it's way different, but Panarin always scored against his buddy Bobrovsky, and it wasn't the prettiest shot. So, I mean, I think for the Rangers, whenever they get a shot opportunity, put it either in the pads or shoot high, but I feel like shooting high hasn't been working. I mean, Gustafson missed a high shot, so it'll be interesting. But that's really all I got to say for this Game 5 loss. I'm disappointed, obviously. I could say a lot about everything, but that's really all I have. Shesterkin played great. The Stars still need more. I'm not satisfied with their efforts. Need to see more. And they got to win a Game 6. That's really what it comes down to. But, of course, Game 6 on Saturday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time, on the road. They can win on the road, man. I'm telling you, this is a resilient group. They've done it all year, but we need everybody to be buzzing and everybody to play well. That includes everybody. I don't know what the lineup is going to be. I think they're going to put Blake Wheeler back in the lineup. I don't know. I don't know the status with Philip Hedl, what they're going to do with him, because I don't think he's had a great series coming back. But, yeah, that's really all I got for this game. It's sucky. It's a tough pill to swallow, like the overtime loss, but find a way. I don't know if their luck's running out of them being able to sustain this, but it's a sucky loss. I don't know if the magic is running out. I don't know what is going on. But of course, this is the Inside the Blue podcast. Of course, we break down the New York Rangers, the New York Yankees, and the New York Giants. Of course, hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, drop a comment on the game if you'd like. And of course, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload all of these videos. But that's going to do it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.